Hello everybody, this is Arctica the Fox, and I don't know what I'm doing. I just got bored. I saw someone else doing tier lists, and I was like, sure, why not? So I picked like 3 of them. Let's do this. So first, we have a fruit tier list maker because I like consuming fruit. Fruit's great. It's sweet and it's healthy, as long as you don't consume them in large quantities. Right, so immediately, avocado goes in D, because quite frankly, I really don't like the taste of avocados. It tastes like nothing. It's got a weird mushy texture. I wouldn't even consider it a fruit. Now, pomegranates. I love pomegranates. I know the seeds are a little annoying, but I feel like it's worth it, you know? Of course, I also really like peaches and strawberries. Those are just my personal favorite fruits. Next up in the A category, apples, bananas, blueberries are also pretty good, grapes. I feel like these are more like your standard. They taste pretty good. So yeah. B tier. So for example, oranges, not a super big fan, but I mean, I don't mind. Watermelon's the same, so are cherries, and that's about that. And the rest go in the C tier. These are fruits that I would reluctantly eat if it was the only fruit I was given. So yeah, that's my fruit tier list. And if you guys want to do this as well, tiermaker.com, just search fruit. This'll probably pop up. Alright, next up we have best cereals. I changed D tier to never had because there's a lot of cereals in here that I've never heard of and never had. So for example, let's go down the list right here. Never had Apple Jacks. Never even heard of Count Dracula. I don't think I've had Honey Bunches of Oats. Never had Raisin Bran because I really hate raisins. Golden Crisp. I don't think I've heard of that one or seen that one. Alright, the rest of these that are left, I'm pretty sure I've had before, so let's go ahead and sort them. First of all, looking at this list, I already see my favorite, Frosted Flakes. And no, it's not because I'm a basic furry, it's because I actually enjoy Frosted Flakes. I also enjoy Cocoa Puffs, and as strange as this may seem, I enjoy Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm also a big fan of Rice Krispies and Rice Krispie Treats. Oh wait, I think I missed one. I don't think I've ever had Cheerios of the apple cinnamon kind. Next up, of course, we have the A tier. So it's not my favorite, but it's high up on my list. First up, Cheerios. You know, your classic. It's a great snack. Kinda bland, but a classic nonetheless. Cocoa Krispies. Of course, chocolatey. Cocoa Pebbles, following the chocolatey trend. Cookie Crisp. I remember having these when I was very young, and they were pretty good. Trix is also very nice cereal. I like the different flavors. Same with Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, Lucky Charms, of course, you can't forget that. The only reason why it's not an S tier for me personally is because of just how sweet it is. Next up, we have B tier, stuff I would eat if it was the only cereal I had. So this would be Mini Wheats, Rice Chex, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Puffs, and Kix. And of course that leaves us with C tier, these two. I don't know, there's just something a bit too bland about them that I'm not a big fan of. So that does it for our best cereals tier list. Now let's move on to our last and final tier list. And now we arrive at the biggest one, the candy tier list. And of course I've once again changed the D tier to never had because there's a lot of candies here that I have never had. So I'm just gonna go through and sort that off camera, and then we'll come back and actually do the more entertaining and fun part, which is actually sorting the candies I know and have an opinion on. Okay, so right off the bat, as you can see, I have a lot of candies that I've never tried before. And now we're left with about half of what we've started with, which also makes my life that much easier. So this is gonna take a bit of thinking to do, but I know some of my favorite candies already, so I'll just go ahead and pick those out for you. Twix. It's great. I love the chewy and stretchy caramel combined with a crisp, dry cracker on the bottom. And the chocolate on the outside really brings the whole ordeal together. Hershey's, a classic. You can never not have those. My favorite variety of the Hershey's actually is cookies and cream, but I also enjoy plain milk chocolate. Next, of course, we got Skittles. For some reason it appears on here twice, so I'm just gonna put them together. Crunch is another one of my favorites. Kit Kat's also pretty good. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, amazing. Oh, another Hershey's, this time in the form of kisses. Very nice. And that about does it for S tier. Some of my favorite candies. Now I move on to my A tier. Not my absolute top favorites, but still high up on my list. Sour Patch, for example. They're pretty good, but I only enjoy certain flavors. I'm usually pretty picky with my candy because I really only enjoy candies that are either green apple flavored or lemon flavored. The only exception is Skittles because that's just a bundle of sweetness. Nerds are pretty good, I just don't really enjoy the super tough texture. It always seems to make my teeth hurt afterwards from all the crunching. Jolly Ranchers are great. Once again, only 2 kinds of flavors though. Lifesavers, same thing. And because Lifesavers appears on here twice, we'll put them together. Tootsie Rolls are nice, it's just so chewy. My goodness. Airheads, very sweet. Always make my tongue hurt a little bit afterwards because of just how sweet they are. Pop Rocks, favorite. I love the part where it crackles in your mouth, but I also kind of dislike the part where it crackles in your mouth. Pixie Sticks, of course. I just don't trust its powdered form because I always feel like I'm gonna choke on it. Gummy bears aren't that bad either. Dum Dums are pretty good, except actually, my only favorite flavor out of all the Dum Dums is this blue one, cotton candy flavored. I don't know why, I just really like that one. Snickers, also a great one. It's basically a more loaded Twix in my opinion. Three Musketeers are also pretty good. 100 grand. It is quite chewy. Baby Ruth, of course. And I think that about wraps up my A tier. Now we move on to tier B. Other candies that I enjoy, but not as much as the A tier. First up, Reese's Pieces. Now you may be thinking, Reese's Pieces and Reese's Cups are basically the same thing. Why didn't you put them together? Well, that's because I don't really like the organization of them into pieces instead of, putting them together into this more cohesive, soft, gooey patty of deliciousness. And also it just feels a little bit more artificial than its cup counterpart. Another one on this list, Bubble Tape. Pretty fun, not the best kind. Laffy Taffy, it's just such a chore to eat, but still tastes good nonetheless. M&M's, because they're just pretty average, but I still enjoy eating them a little bit. Smarties, I actually kind of like Smarties. It's like a nice, good, mindless thing to snack on while you're doing something. Got a very strange and unique flavor to it, so kind of have its own charm, despite how chalky it may be. Milky Ways aren't that bad. Ring Pops, they're fun. I'll give it that. Peeps, they're marshmallows covered in sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but I like the texture of marshmallows. Starburst, another classic, just not one of my absolute favorites. And finally, in our C tier, we have the rest of them. Gobstoppers, why would you make candy impossible to eat? Twizzlers, I'm not a fan of licorice, and I don't really like the flavor Twizzlers has. Swedish Fish, the texture is just gross. Why? Dots. Same thing with the texture. Flavor isn't even that great. Milk Duds, I had a few. They were alright. They're a little bit sketchy. Jelly Beans. I don't know why I never really liked jelly beans. I don't know why. I just don't. Whoppers. Below average for me. Candy corn. If you just have one, it tastes great. If you have more than one, they just start tasting worse and worse. And finally, Almond Joy. I just don't like things with coconut in them. Sorry. And that is the end of my candy tier list and the end of all the tier lists we've been through. So let's recap. Here's my fruit tier list, my cereal tier list, and last but not least, no, Siri! No! Guess I want to remove it. Please. Thank you, Siri. What? How did I even trigger her? What was I even doing? Last but not least, my candy tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, no, I hope you disliked it a lot because this was terrible. I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to do this for no reason. You know, not everything you do in life has to have a reason. And that is the main lesson of today's video. Infinite love and gratitude. Ciao!